Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Facebook and YouTube. This is Morning Motivations with Martine, and I'm Martine Brown. And I'm excited to have all of you here this morning. I'm just getting myself together. I need my glasses because your girl can't see like that. Your girl cannot see like that. Let's go ahead and put this on. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Let's get this saved a few places. Um, let's share out a few places. Good morning. Thanks to those of you that are watching. Are you live? I am. Good morning. Glad to have all of you that are here with me this morning. This is Morning Motivations with Martine, and I'm Martine. Good morning. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook. And good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chat up here. Good morning, Miss Patricia. Glad to have you. Hey, I can't wait to see you in the class this Saturday. I saw that you went ahead and invested. Hey, son, turn that TV down. Good morning. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Let me get set up on all my little spaces and places. Glad to have you. I'm glad that you're here. Uh-oh. Got my profile here. Let me get set up all the places. All right. Good morning. Let's go here and here and here and here. So many places to go, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, May May. Good morning, Crystal. Glad to have you. I can't wait to see you in the class too. You and Miss Patricia, y'all both grabbed your seats. You're registered in Zoom. Um, Patricia, I'm gonna send you an email. Good morning, Crystal. See, I'm glad you made it up. Good morning, Anne Marie. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Michelle. Yes, you are. You're worth it. Anytime you got an opportunity to learn and you're interest, that's just one more opportunity to grow, get better, grow your business, and that's gonna be a good class. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good class. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Make it easy for you. All right, let me get to going. Um, Good morning, Diara. Good morning, Sweetie 56. Good morning, Carol and Jackie. DJ Slick, what's up? Yeah, you're always worth it. You're always worth it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the love. I see the hearts coming in on TikTok. Miss Patricia, what made you? What are you interested in when it comes to the class? Guys, I'm teaching a Canva class this Saturday at 3 o'clock Central Standard. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, let me know if you were able to watch. You may not have had time. Watch that first Canva class. I'm doing a Canva series right now, y'all. And so I've got few people on the call I know have purchased the class or won the class on Sunday. And so I'm just checking in with them a little bit. Miss Patricia, what brought you to the class? Kelly, not Kelly, Kelly, for you took the Canva Crunch 1, Part 1 to 3 class series, y'all. If you had a chance to watch it, let me know what you thought. And then, Crystal, what are you looking forward to when it comes to the class? I'm teaching a class Saturday. It's a part of my three-part Canva series. I did a get started with Canva, which I really need to change the name of that because the way I address Canva. Good morning, Linda. How you doing? I know you about 30 minutes into your movement this morning. That first Canva class really centers on my philosophy on how to use Canva. I use it in a way that most people don't. And I have a very specific strategy as to how I start my designs. And it's taking years to like develop my strategy so that I can save time, but still look really good. So Miss Patricia says the question I asked is what brought her to the class, what made her decide she wanted to invest in herself. And so Patricia on Facebook, she said, I want my business to grow and I love Canva. Good. Well, you'll be in the right place. We'll be looking at how to get Canva organized and some of my tips and tricks. Also, y'all, there are some new things in Canva that even I have not been using it to my full potential. I was kind of reviewing just to see what the updates were compared to what I've been doing like in my regular workflow. And there are some really nice chef's kiss, some really nice updates that have been made. And I'm gonna show y'all because I know y'all don't know because I didn't know. And I'm in Canva every day. So I'm be showing y'all. We'll talk about the brand kit, how to use it. I've been using brand kit probably about 6 to 8 months after it came out. And I love it. It has just made everything much easier, and it's forced me to be way more consistent in how I show up, not just for my brand, but the TRM brand too, because I do a lot of our design work over there, and so I've just been allowed to be 5 million times more organized, efficient, reminding myself to no matter if it's my brand or a TRM brand or even a client's brand, to keep everything consistent so that every time a person sees it, they know it's me, or they know it's TRM, or they know it's the client. So it's really been really, really good. Oh, good. Well, hopefully, Kelly, you find it useful. I hope you find it useful. Just let me know. If there's anything you think I could do better, let me know that as well. I'm always welcome to getting that good, healthy feedback. Yeah, brand kit. To really fully leverage brand kit, you do need Canva Pro. Yeah, I'm gonna be diving deep in the brand kit this weekend in my class because there's just they did a redo, and it's super cool the things that they've done over there. So I'll be sharing it. Oh, cool. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. Good morning, Amika. How are you guys? How are you? How are you? How you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Nicola. How's it going? Good morning, Duckmeister. Good to have you here this morning. I got a lot of new faces, so I better do my spiel. Yay! She's like, I have my sound today. That is so good. Guys, we're almost to 1,000 taps on TikTok. Thank you so much. We're so close. Keep those taps. Oh, Patricia says this is in regards to the Canva class. I have a part 2 of my Canva series coming up this Saturday. And so Patricia says, I do need to get organized and I have everything everywhere in Canva. That's the truth for everybody. Most people who use Canva, I would say 80% of people who use Canva, your Canva is not organized. And the reason why it's not organized, because you really, there are a couple reasons why. Okay. I've been with Canva. Canva came out in like 2011, 2012. I've been with Canva since at least 2013. Okay. 14 at the latest. So pretty much its entire inception. I've been through every iteration. It's one of those, I started with an educator account because I was a public school educator. So I started with an educator account, and then about 7 years ago, I needed my own personal account to do my own stuff. Okay. So when Canva started, there was no organization system in place. Okay. For many years, there was no way. You would just search. And if you know anything about Canva, more often than not, the more stuff you build in there, the harder it is for you to A, remember what it was called, and B, even if you remember what it's called, it doesn't always come up in the search terms. Okay, the search terms in there is not great. And so it hasn't been, I would say, until the last 4 or 5 years that there were even any, really more like 2 to 3 organizational pathways. And even still, now that they're present, most people are so accustomed to the way they've always done it, they're not using them. All right. Yeah. So Nicola says, it sure was not. I have stuff everywhere by itself in 2014. Yeah. When Canva started, there were no folders. You named or didn't name stuff, and it just stacked up on that home page. And for the most part, most of us have been doing it that way ever since. Okay, most of us have been doing it that way. So I'm going to share my systems. I'm going to share some new features because there are some new organizational features that have come out with Canva this past year that I'm like, I have, because there are still some files, even to this day, even though I have a process, a workflow, there are still some files that I struggle with. Like, hey, I need my skinny header. Where's my skinny header template that I use all the time? I still wasn't keeping some of those things organized, but with some of the new features that Canva has, I'm gonna be able to help y'all get it together. Okay, that class is this Saturday. Those of you that have purchased, thank you. Those of you that want to purchase, if you want to purchase, DM me and I'm gonna send you a discount code. The class is $67, but I'll give you my $20 off coupon. It's this Saturday, so just keep that in mind, 3:00 Central Standard. But if you can come live, I always recommend the live option. So come to the live, and that way you can ask your questions. All right. So the first half of that class, I'm just gonna look at just how to get your Canva together and work on the brand kit. And then once you have those skills built, we're gonna flip it and take the skills that we learned at the top and incorporate them into our design development. We're gonna make a carousel. A lot of people don't realize that carousels are a great way to convert casual viewers into paid customers. All right. Carousels are a great way to do that. Now anybody can make a carousel, but I'm going to show you how to make a seamless carousel. Okay. So you're going to up the quality by making your carousel more dynamic, more slick. Like you put tons of effort into it because people, our viewers, our audience, they love things that look great. All right. They're more good morning, Tamberly. Our audience is attracted to things that are organized. When the brain goes, I don't know how they put this experience together, but they did, and it looks great. And I'm really interested in the things that they're saying. I'm going to keep swiping. Okay. So we're trying to create designs that make our audience stop scrolling, swipe to learn more, and then do something. Save, follow, share, comment. I hear some bass on my headphones. I don't have any music, but my husband does. But I'll be honest with you. Let me stop talking. I really can't hear it. If you can hear it, I'm shocked, Kelly. I'm shocked if you can hear it because I can't. Good morning, Sherilyn. Glad to have you this morning. All right. So most people, Kelly said, I made a seamless one for my insurance a while ago. I'm not sure why I've never did it for HBK Digitals. Okay, so I'll give everybody some free game this morning. Free game. All right. We're talking about the Canva class. Yeah, it had to been faint because like he's in another room with the door shut. Baby, you got some good earphones. Do a high quality, and we're gonna dive into all this in my class Saturday, but do one high quality carousel once a week. Just one. At the end of the month, you'll have 4. At the end of the year, you'll have 52. That's 52 high quality, engaging pieces of content that lasts forever. All right, so that's my free tip. If you want to know more, Patricia, I'm so glad to hear that you're excited about the class. My recommendation this morning is to send me a DM and say, hey, I want in on the class, and I will send you the coupon code for $20 off, and that would make the class like good morning, Miss Martine. That would make the class like 47. All right, so that's what we'll do for that. Those of you that have already purchased the class, or you're in the Patreon, or you won, we're gonna have a good time, y'all. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah. So Kelly can hear the rumble of the bass. I'm about to tell my husband this. The rumble of the bass of my husband's music that's in a separate room with the door shut. Baby, your earphones is good. He's trying to drown me out because I'm too loud. So I can't even say nothing to him because I get very loud and animated on this call. So I'm not even gonna bug him, y'all. We just gonna have to deal. We're gonna have to deal. I ain't got the nerve. Good morning, Sherilyn. How are you? I saw you went live. Thank you for participating in the Black Women in AI. I have been sick, so I have not been able to get my things out the way I want to, but I'm coming back on the mend. and y'all gonna see more from me the rest of this month. But I appreciate you for participating. I see a lot of folks doing their own spin on Black History Month. I love it all. I love it all. Keep doing this great work. All right, because what you're doing is awesome. And it's the only way that we can. Why my computer trying to trying to restart on this call. Also, Sharon, I saw that you went live. How you feeling about going live? I know it's been a while. How you feeling about it? Good morning, Farron. Good morning, sister. Good morning, Tamberly. So Sherilyn, she's the girl to go to if you want to talk about AI and retirement. She's rocking that retirement lifestyle. She's also a coach, and she can speak to that unique experience. So if y'all are looking for a coach, looking for someone to guide you through this process, want someone who is in retirement or approaching retirement, reach out to her. Her business name is Essence of Expression. And what I like about her is she takes her time to learn the skills that she needs to learn so that she can be the very best at it. Okay, so she's going to be very knowledgeable and skilled, but she's also taken a lot of great care into thinking through how to give you the best experience possible. And she's going live again today on Facebook. Check her out. Good morning. Is that Charlene, just visionary? I think that's Charlene. Good morning, Charlene. How are you? Tamberly, how are you? Farron, how you doing this morning? Did you get them kids off and going? How's it going? How y'all doing? Charlene, how you doing this afternoon? It's afternoon where she is. It's 2:00. Good morning, Deanna. How are you? All right, guys. I'm feeling about 80%, 80 to 95%. My nose is still stopped up. So I've still got a little bit of an echo in my voice, but I'm rocking and rolling. I've got to spend some time today wrapping up my course. I'm making sure it's ready for Saturday. I take a lot of care in building courses that have the. I want you to go in having one mindset and leaving going, dang, I got way more than what I ever thought I could get. So it takes me a lot of time. I take a lot of time to think through these courses and what they're gonna look like. So I gotta finish that up, and then I'm back to Black History the rest of this month. That's where I'm gonna be. Because I got a little bit behind. All right, so Charlene says, I'm okay. I'm tired trying to do this very long form. It's life admin day. I feel that. Thank you, Kelly. I feel better. I definitely feel better. I rarely get sick. All right, I'm just trying to read all my messages. So Sherilyn, I've been thinking about no, I'm sorry, not Sherilyn. My apologies, my mind is rolling. I wanted to talk about why it's so important to be yourself. I was connecting with a high school friend of mine. This was these are the 90s, really. He was gay. He was feminine presenting, at least in our opinion at the time. But he was very confident in who he was. And so I remember he just posted a whole full disclosure. He and I just had this conversation. He posted our conversation, so that's why I'm saying it here. And so I told him, I said, hey, when we were in high school, kids were talking about you, and they were just trying to stir up mess. They were trying to get the mess stirred. And finally, he had enough, and he told them, let them talk. Let them talk, is what he said. He said, so it doesn't matter. Quit talking to me about it. Let them talk. And so I was telling him the 16 version of myself was like, whoa, I wish I had the confidence to just let them talk. And what it did was they were working so hard. He was bright. He was loving. He knew who he was. He was confident in himself. And so they were working hard to diminish that light, right? And I remember thinking it takes a lot of courage to tell people to let them talk. And because of his way of addressing it, they essentially backed off because it was no longer fun. And because it was no longer fun, they didn't have the experience they wanted to have. They didn't get what they wanted from him. And so they moved on. Okay. So it made me think about all of this going live, posting content, starting businesses. Good morning, Facebook. I see 4 of you. I see 4 people watching. So, Facebook people, I need you to say good morning. I didn't sleep in the bed with you last night. Say good morning. That's what my grandma used to say. Say good morning, Facebook. I see you. I got 9 watching over on TikTok. Say good morning. I did not sleep in the bed with you last night. I know I slept with my husband. Say good morning. All right. So it made me realize I learned a great lesson from him very early on. And I wish I had spent more time reveling in the message. You have to be yourself. Okay. I think us, especially Black women, for as confident and fearless and supportive we are in the world, for many of us, there's something about this digital space that sends us shaking in our knees for fear of what people are going to say, how we're going to be viewed, if we're going to be, what's the word? Bullied. Okay. People going to talk about us. Family going to talk about us. We got to put that down. We have to put that down in order for these businesses to move forward. Okay? We have to. And what you do is you take your power back, just like my classmate, my high school friend. He took his power back when he spoke out and said, let them talk. And I remember, those were his exact words. I remember it like it was yesterday. He grabbed his power back. Now, what he told me, he and I were live late one night. And so what he said is, he said, Martine, it was a mask. He said, often it was a mask. And so what I said to him was, you may have looked at it as a mask. I looked at it as strength. Okay? So when we take off this mask and we show up as our actual selves, even though the fear doesn't go away, even though the feelings of inadequacy don't go away, we give ourselves the opportunity to take our own power back and live in our truth. And we give others the space to grow in our truth with us. All right. Sherilyn says, I feel or felt that way about being myself and going live because I'm laid back and not outgoing. Put a 1 in the chat if you often feel like you're concerned how people will view you which is why you don't post or go live. Put a 1 in the chat if you felt that way. Because what Cheryl is saying is true. Sometimes we think because of our personality, laid back, quiet, shy, those things can feel like barriers, but they don't have to be. All right? They don't have to be. People have a lot of opinions about me. All right? People think that I am very confident or loud. Now I'm talking loud. There's a difference between talking loudly and being loud. Some often think that I'm aggressive or that I'm immediately a leader. But internally, I have all the same fears, concerns, and worries than the shyest person. And the person that feels that they're not outgoing or they don't have the face they need to have for the screen. Right? If you've been following me, you know, I'm just going to tell y'all a few truths. If you've been following me, then you know when we started this in November. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Glad to have you on Color Me Calm Tuesday. Then you know when I started this, when I started walking, I started with the camera on my face. I was walking outside. The idea of people seeing my head to toe was terrifying. Like, people gonna see my whole body? What are they gonna say? How are they gonna view me? Most people on the internet see me from the chest up. They gonna know I'm fat. They gonna know. They gonna know. Like, they kind of thought that, but now they gonna know for real. They gonna see my double chin on the side. And I gotta accept that. They may watch me, then steal my ideas without giving me proper credit. Good morning, Stephanie. How you doing, Stephanie? Glad to have you this morning. If you're looking for someone, Stephanie's got a replay coming up. Just letting you know. She's got a replay coming up. I know you do, Stephanie. If you're needing everyday makeup support, check out Stephanie and her brand. She's on Facebook. That's Stephanie Atwater Kelly. Drop your link in the chat if you have it, Stephanie. I mean, Linda, it was. So Linda says, I thought that was the only way you had to hold the camera. I mean, it was. But I also knew very well that there was another option that I wasn't going to, like, I was like, ooh, we just going to do it that way. Because if they see my whole body, I ain't going to be happy with it. Because here's what I did, Linda. I went through several things. So I had found some cell phone stands that would hold the phone for me. Tested them. Some worked, some didn't work. And then it occurred to me that it didn't matter because I didn't want people to see me like that. Good morning, Janice. And then I found out that we were buffering, right? And I was like, okay, I can't keep walking outside and expect people to show up and they can't hear what I'm saying. Good morning, Miss Janice. Like, I can't do that. And so we transitioned into the walking pad. And then the subject came up again. How am I going to do this? I was like, well, I'm really going to have to show more than my face, probably. I mean, I could push the camera up closer, but how silly does that look? So I had this whole conversation in my mind, right? People are going to see me. Once I transitioned inside, it became much more realistic. Then I worried about how the floors look, because my floors don't look great. Then I worried about what my background looks. My background doesn't look great. All of these worries about what people are going to think. What are they saying about me? Bottom line is this. Let them talk. Let them talk. All right. I need y'all to put in the chat, let them talk. You've got to let them talk. You've got to take your power back. And here's the truth. Most are not talking. Most aren't talking at all. Good morning, Francia. Good morning, Francia official. Let them talk. Drop that in the chat. Linda says, wow, I would have never thought you. Oh, God, no, it was terrible. It was terrible. I was like, oh, my God. I like, because y'all got to remember, I wasn't going live before November, not like this. I just knew that people were showing up. It was working. I was talking to Linda a little bit on the side. She and I were talking a little bit on the side. We were encouraging each other. But tons of fears. I don't want to see this on the screen, like in real time. In my mind, I don't have no double chin. Not a whole world gonna see the double chin, right? But you gotta let them talk. They steal your ideas, let them talk. They think you're weird or strange for making pictures with art, let them talk. Take your power back. It's what I had to do. And over time, like every day, it became a little bit easier, right? So now I don't mind. You see what you want to see. You say what you want to say. More often than not, I'm never going to hear it. I'll never hear it anyway. So go ahead and go live. Okay? Go ahead and put your products out there. Talk about your products. Come to Sundays with TRM. Black Girl Designs every Saturday. And let me know, Michelle, if that's the case this Saturday. But I've noticed on Saturdays, she has a live session that she does. What time is that session, Michelle? Let me know that time. So Sherilyn says the results of her going live this first time in a while, because she's done it before. She's done it before. So her first time going live in a while. Sherilyn says, I found is that they listened and several people signed up for my newsletter, friends and family. That's how it starts. So she went live. Her email list grew. Doesn't matter if it's friends or family. Doesn't matter. I have friends and family on my newsletter. I have friends and family that since I started, they've since unsubscribed. It doesn't matter because all of it is growth. Okay? On TikTok, those of you that are on TikTok, Michelle's handle is Black Girl Designs with a Z. And on Saturday, she does a session at 12 Eastern. Okay? I'm going to shout my people out. Okay? So she experienced growth. More followers, more comments, which equals engagement. People are starting to learn about what she has to offer. And because of that, because of her courage to say, let them talk, those friends and families, I promise you it happens every time. Somebody's going to call up and say, hey, I noticed you were talking about doing this thing when you was going live. Do you do this? That's a conversion into a sale. Hey, my sorority is having blank, blank, blank event. I saw you were going live on your business stuff. Do you have anything that you can offer as a vendor? It's going to happen. Right? So take your power back. Take your power back. Post the content. Celebrate yourself. I'm doing a whole social media campaign around women celebrating themselves, women celebrating other women, or people celebrating Black women in AI. Grab that kit. Celebrate what you're doing. Stop being quiet. Stop trying to be demure. Let them talk. They've been talking for 40 years. You didn't stop them for 40. Your sister been talking bad about you for the 40 years y'all been together. She ain't changing. So you change. Your brother said that this thing you doing don't work. They ain't changing. They're not gonna change, so you change. Your auntie said that's a little silly thing that you're doing. They don't get it. They not changing, so you change. Also, I recommend hit the unfollow button, hit the block button. You can see them at Easter. Remove them from your space and take your power back. All right? You got to let them talk. You have to let them talk. Okay? I see y'all laughing. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling the truth. We are still in a space where people don't quite understand AI. They don't quite understand what you're doing just yet. They will get there. Okay? They will get there, but they're not there yet. Michelle says, unfollow, block, snooze every 30 days. I have people that get the snooze every 30 days. Every 30 days, they get a snooze. Every 30 days. Oh, I was like, I'm starting to see your post too much snooze. Snooze. Okay? So as you go live, one of the things I found out, I actually found this out on TikTok, is that you will have bots come in and they will say rude things. I've had people come on my TikTok and say, oh my God, boring walk. I've had people come on my TikTok and say, nothing but a bunch of all right, I've had that happen. On my Instagram, I posted some AI art and I had people to say, this isn't the flex you think it is. I've had people on my Instagram to say, AI, this is not real art, you're a thief. I've had people to say that. Okay. And here's what I've learned. When we talk about social media, all content counts. So you know what I did? Hit reply. Oh my God, I'm being trolled. Thank you. I'm so excited. On Instagram. That's what I did on Instagram. Because the algorithm just knows that you're talking. On Instagram, that's what I did. I left a comment, block, moved on. Now on TikTok, don't engage. Just block them and report. Because on TikTok, if you engage with them, then the algorithm keeps sending you more people like that. Okay? So just block them. And don't be hurt by it. And to be honest with you, I did a few blocks and I haven't had an issue since. On TikTok, the algorithm will automatically filter some of that stuff for you. Okay? All right. Good morning, Tyler Karate. I've never had the issue on Facebook. It's just never came up. Okay? So, am I hurt by it? No. No, I'm not hurt. I take it as engagement. You take it as engagement. That's a few extra comments on your post. Hit that block. Move on. Because the key is you got to let them talk. And we can't let the bruises that life has sent us through, those bruises, those cuts, we don't want those reopened because we're trying to engage. Social media is and will forever be the primary way your business is going to go from no sales to some sales to many sales. Okay? When the last time you opened a newspaper, huh? When the last time you took out an ad on a newspaper? I know for me, it's been 25 years at least since I've opened up a physical newspaper. When's the last time? Don't nobody have magazines in their bathroom no more or on their coffee table. Okay? So if we're going to do this and do it well, then it has to be online. All right? I got 5 people watching over on Facebook. So, my Facebook peeps, if you're watching, say good morning. Howdy, hello. All right? That's my word for today. Let them talk. Be honest with you, most people aren't talking. And I hate to say it, it's such a dirty word. They really just jealous, and they always have been. So let them talk. In order to run a business and run it well, you got to do stuff that everybody else ain't doing. You have to have conversations everybody else in your world not having. You have to have a belief that you're going to be successful in a way that everybody else does not feel about themselves. And so at the end of the day, they're jealous. So let them talk. More often than not, what they feel on the inside is a sense of self-worth that is so low, it barely doesn't exist. And they're trying to understand, if we live together and grew up in the same household, how you have the fire and they don't, and they can't stand it. Or they tried to take your glow when you joined into the sorority, when you joined the women's group, when you married into blank family. They tried to take it because they saw that glow that was inside of you. So you got to let them talk and take your power back. Patricia says she was told that she talks too much. I'll never forget, to Patricia's point, I'll say what city I was in. I was in Shreveport, and I was walking into Home Depot in Shreveport, and I was walking like this. At least that's how it was perceived. And someone walked past me, and they said, "Hey, what you looking at?" Like that. What you look? Hey, bring that chin down. Why do I have to bring my chin down? Take the fire back. Walk powerfully into what you're doing. Go live if you want to. Don't go live if you don't want to. Share your content. Create your videos. Talk about what you want to talk about for as long as you want to talk about it. Take your fire back. Society's already told you weren't worth enough. Family's already told you weren't enough. Friends have already told you weren't enough. Sorority wasn't told you enough. And I ain't even say this. Your husband already said you weren't enough. Your husband said you weren't enough. Your husband said you weren't enough. I'm going to let that sit in your spirit for a minute. Your boyfriend said you weren't enough. I'm going to let that sit. Take your power back. Your baby daddy and your baby daddy's side of the family said you weren't enough. Take your power back. Let them talk. Because eventually they'll get tired of talking about you and they're going to move on to something else. All right? That's my word for today. That was on my mind heavy after having that conversation with DeShaman, my high school classmate. He was the first person to show me in real time what it means to take your power back. Let them talk. Go live. Post some great content. Take the classes you want to take. You know, we spend a lot of time on the internet. I do want to say this. We spend a lot of time on these people's internet, and our family, our friends, they don't understand it. It's strange to them. the connections we've made online, the people that we work with online. It is strange to them. They're like, what are you doing? Oh, you back on the internet with your little friends? Mama, you back on the phone with them people? You back online with them people? Oh, okay, mama. It's quiet in my chat, so this must be resonating. All right. My chats is quiet. Let them talk. One more time. Put in the chats. Let them talk. One more time. Let them talk. You know what you're doing. You know when you're generating sales and when you're not. You know that you have the ability to do this. You know that you have the ability to make this really, really, really special. Okay. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Okay. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit. We can talk about Beyonce tomorrow. We're going to talk about Beyonce. This ain't Texas. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. All right. You got to let these people talk. All right. You've paid hundreds, several hundreds. Some of you are like me, thousands of dollars into your business. You got 5 different subscriptions. You got 10 subscriptions. All right. You've invested too much time. You've invested too much money. You've invested too much energy to allow what a few people may have to say keep you from moving forward. All right. So that's the homework. The homework today and every day is to let them talk. If you've made 0 sales in whatever your business is, it's time to start working towards a sale. Just one. If you've made sales, it's time to start working on generating more. Let them talk. They're getting in the way of you and your money. They're getting in the way of you and your money. Sherilyn says, girl, they're getting in the way of you and your money. All right. Hey there, T. All right, y'all. I'm wrapping up this walk for today. A couple things. I have a class this Saturday. It's a Canva class. All right. If you're interested, send me a DM. I'll send you the coupon. If it ain't in your budget, don't buy it. Y'all see how I did that? If it ain't in your budget, don't buy it. Okay. I do have an update. Sundays with TRM is canceled Sunday. There will be no Sundays with TRM. That's all right, Lady T. We'll talk about Beyonce tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about Beyonce and we'll talk a little bit about Doechii. I'll see you tomorrow if you have time, T. Sundays with TRM is canceled. We want you to enjoy time with your family. Many of you are celebrating your favorite team. I'll be celebrating mine, the best team in the world, the Cowboys, America's team. But we won't be on Sunday. She said the Eagles. Yeah, I feel you, Sherilyn. Stick to your budget. Sherilyn says she spent hers in February already. Y'all stick to your budget. If it's not in the budget, don't do it. I'll see you next month. I will see you next month. All right. No Sundays with TRM, but we'll have Color Me Calm Tuesday. And we're getting close to the 15th of the month. Talia, Regina, and myself, we offer 3 classes a month. After February 15th, those 3 classes that we do this month will be no longer available. So you have to buy them one at a time. Okay, so those of you who have been thinking about joining the Patreon and just getting all 3 classes for one low rate, you got a few more days, you got about a week to be able to take advantage of that offer for February. Okay, otherwise you have to buy each one of our classes separately. Okay, all right, so that's my word for today. We're gonna let them talk. And we're just gonna keep doing what we do. All right. Okay. Have a great rest of the day. Facebook, y'all showing out.